it's your girl Kay here, and this is another segment of Conversations with Kay, and I'm here with a good buddy of mine that I met a couple years ago on a train, actually, right?
Yeah, actually on the train.
In Harlem, I believe.
Yeah.
And he is a music producer, but I'll let him go ahead and introduce himself.
Hey guys, it's Yonatan Watts, music producer, songwriter, and I'm happy to be here.
And he's a bit modest. He's doing his thing out here. How old are you?
29.
29? You're young, you're getting it, you're thriving.
Yeah.
And so are you living bi-coastal right now, or are you doing the whole New York City, LA thing?
New York City, LA thing, back and forth. Like I really started sparking like last year. Something just clicked and it was just like, why am I not in LA? As often.
Of course.
So
I mean, it's the best of both worlds. Which one would you like? Which one do you love more? It's always that's always the tough question. People are kind of like, I love New York, but I love LA.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to offend anybody, but like, there's different things I love about both.
Okay, so what do you love about New York? Oh, well, as a music producer, like what kind of helps you as far as career wise? Like, what's more beneficial, being in New York or like LA?
There's a lot of resources, but there's a lot of immediate resources in
New York. Okay.
Yeah, there's like a lot of like, just because people like to do things so quick.
Yeah.
Right. It's like easy to get things done.
Of course.
In New York, like at a speedy rate.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Whereas LA, it's more of a process. But the process in LA could be a bigger result on it, like on a bigger scope.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
All right. So let's take it back. You're 29. Let's take it back to maybe preteen years. Like when you were young, like everyone had a dream, right? So like I was like, I want to be a fashion designer when I was younger. What was like that thing? Did you want to be like an astronaut or a firefighter? Did you always know you wanted to be a music producer?
No. So you're actually not gonna believe this, but I started out as a visual artist.
Wow. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So I started out drawing and painting.
Okay.
And what's it called? Some of my work ended up like going to be part of the district school board, like part of the curriculum.
So you've always been super creative. Like that's always been your lane.
Yeah,
right?
I'm always just like, they used to tell me like, I think I did some kind of test, and they were like, I couldn't even drive a car because of how creative.
Wow.
Like the creative thing was off the hinges.
Don't discourage me from driving.
Yeah, and I'm like, I need to be able to drive. So.
Yeah. So at what point did that transition for you into music?
I think my parents and especially my mom playing like old school jazz and Stevie Wonder, those type of things. I started, funny enough, like another thing that I would never let anybody know that I'm now about to let the world know.
Okay, this is an exclusive for Conversations with Kay.
Okay, thank you NSYNC, thank you Backstreet Boys. Because I used to follow their music and.
Do you know that you're talking to a NSYNC ultimate super duper fan? I'm a fangirl. To this day, like people get mad because I'm like, you're like, you grow up, but I'm like literally an NSYNC fangirl, so I can relate on all levels of what you're about to get at, because boy bands literally ruled my youth. So I'm excited. So tell me about this NSYNC and Backstreet Boys thing.
I love the music.
Yeah.
I later found out like in my later years that I'm like, okay, who produced this and who was behind this, right? But prior to that, I was just like in love with the music, and I started singing those type of things. And funny enough, I was big into Japanese anime and manga.
Me too.
Huge into it. I
was into like literally Sailor Moon kind of spurred it for me. Yeah. But in my older sister, she was known as like the black girl who liked weird stuff. She was into heavy metal, rock. Then she was into her like anime. So whatever my sister liked, I mimicked it. So I was that person who loved manga, and I taught myself how to read the books backward. But I was like, oh my gosh,
yes,
I felt dope.
I
felt dope. I was like, okay, so that's like, it's not too common. I hear too many people saying that they actually enjoy that as well.
Left to right, exactly.
For sure.
Yeah. So I mean, I loved obscure manga, like Ranma One Half, like stuff like that, like stuff that you'd have to like go to the comic book store to get, right?
Yeah.
Riding a bike over there. But I love the music too, from Japanese anime and stuff like that. So I started like studying the way that they would like put together their music, and it was kind of R&B-ish.
Yeah.
A little bit. You know, like kind of like mainstream as to what we would accept, but like a little left of center.
Mm-hmm.
And started singing those type of things, like just just like, and I guess it caught the attention of a couple people, including my parents, and they were like, especially my mom. My mom was like, "No, we have to do something."
Yeah, she wants to invest in that dream. I mean, invest in not even the dream, your hobbies. Yeah, and that's cool because a lot of parents don't. Mine didn't, but that's okay. You know, I think that I can say that's something that I want to do for my kids, and I've said that on several occasions that like whatever I see them into really young, I want to invest in that, even if it doesn't work out. You know, you build on your kids' dreams and watch it come to life as they get older. So that's amazing. And so, you know, you had your little quirky moments growing up. As you got older, like here we are in college. Like, did you go to college? I didn't ask.
Yeah.
You went to college. Where did you go to college?
2 different universities.
Okay.
Went to McMaster in Canada.
Okay. Wow.
Like,
Canada.
Yeah. I mean,
I think you told me that before that you went. Okay. So yeah.
Because I'm from Toronto, from Canada.
Oh, okay, guys.
So, I grew up there.
Yes.
You know,
everyone is all the greats are coming out of Canada, out of Toronto. So I'm excited. Yeah. So you went there, and what was the second school?
York U.
Okay.
And that was like very Afrocentric, I guess you could say.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, and like, did you study music there, or what did you study?
Funny thing is, I never studied music formally. Like, when I was a teenager, my mom put me into singing lessons for 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean, I started out that's how I got into music. I started out as a singer.
Yeah. Shout out to mom.
Yeah.
I like her.
Yeah.
It's like I said, you just really, I love parents who really see something in their kids and invest in it. Like, gosh, my parents were really young, so I feel like I was growing up with them. It was a different situation with us, but they get me now.
Okay.
They're invested in it now, but you know, they had to grow up with me, so it was kind of different. But that's amazing. So you were in singing classes and as you went to college, so what did you actually study in college?
So I shouldn't have studied business economics.
Thanks.
Yeah, I was in like some kind of accelerated business program, some strict business program. Yeah. If you fail one course, you're out.
Oh my gosh! So you passed?
I didn't. No.
Oh my god!
I did. I failed that one course.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, I got kicked out of McMaster, but it was like this hard school that everybody's trying to get into and all that stuff. Yeah.
And so, when do we get to this music producer stage of life? Like, what age? What did it feel like when you finally were like, I'm living out my purpose now? Like, at what point?
Music production started at 16 years old. I had a big ass computer with the back, like the white one with the, I forgot what it's called.
The white one? I had that.
Not even just the MacBook.
What was it?
Talking about like the old school PC with the huge
I had that. Yes. Oh my gosh. And you can hear it burning in the back.
Yes. You can hear it burning. You plug in the the phone wire out, and mom would be like, oh, I need to use a phone.
Oh god.
That kind of computer.
Yeah.
And I had Fruity Loops. I opened up I had this program, Fruity Loops, and I started using that. And I was like making tracks, and I played the first one for my grandmother. She was like, not bad.
Yeah.
She's like, old school Jamaican. She's like, not bad.
Okay.
Right. So, but I was coupling that with like singing, and for years, the production stuff took work. Like there was like plenty of times I just wanted to be like, screw it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like that, I think once I got the hang of it, like it was like it really worked well with the singing and songwriting.
Right. And I feel like that's what I've noticed in my life as well. Like the things that came too easy, almost like you felt comfortable, but that's the thing. I was like, this is too comfortable. So it's like once you find your purpose, that thing that like makes you wake up out of bed every day, that's when it becomes challenging, and you start to be like, well, wait, is this for my purpose? Because it's hard, but it is your purpose. Because things that are you know, that's the things you work for.
Mm-hmm.
That's the things you work harder at, and they're not just supposed to be given to us. You have to earn those things. And so once you do really get like into your craft, it's more satisfaction knowing that like I had those moments of failure and those moments of weakness and trial and error, so that I can be in this moment. Like, you're in your own studio now. Like, like he built this studio. Like, well, not built it, but he helped build some of this stuff in here. Now tell me about this. Like, we're gonna go back to that, like your history, but tell me about like the walls. And
so we literally knew nothing about acoustic treatment. We just decided to like talk to a couple people and then watch a couple YouTube videos and like study how different people did their paneling in their studio. So we go to other studios and check them out. And we had a couple friends come by and help, and you know, like it was just really cool. Just like everybody just has a drill, and we're just all drilling and hammering and like just making these panels and treating them and going to get all the supplies and everything like that. So you know, it was kind of crazy.
So I mean, but you can appreciate it more because you built it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I can totally understand that. I feel like everything I'm doing right now as far as career is something that I'm self-teaching myself everything.
Really?
Like, I mean, when you get to 27 and figure out what you thought you wanted to do with your life and what you actually want to do with your life, you're like, wait. So you have to stop, pause, and kind of like learn a lot, you know. And I'm almost like a baby crawler right now with a lot of things, but it's fun. It's cool. Like like I said, you value things a lot more when you have watched it grow. So you're in your own studio now. Now let's get to the juicy stuff, because I understand you started when you're 16. That's great. I want to know, who have you worked with? Tell me, you have to name drop give me at least 3 or 4, maybe 5 names that you worked with. It could be super mainstream, super relevant, super underground. Like, I just want to know, like, who are some of the like people you worked with, and what was your experience like working with those artists?
Okay. Let me see. First person that can come to my mind is, if it's producer wise, Rodney Jerkins.
Wow.
Yeah, he's like, hey man, shout out to Rodney.
Yeah, Rodney's been in the game for a while.
Yeah. Rodney's been in the game for a minute.
If you're a music head, you know that name. He's been in the game for a while.
And he's actually the one behind NSYNC.
I know.
Backstreet Boys.
I know.
Like, all those guys. So, like,
I'm that fangirl, guys. I know. So this is wow. So you worked with him. How was that? Like, what was that experience like? Because that's kind of full circle for you.
Yeah, phenomenal. Full circle moment. And working with Rodney was amazing because I got to see his process. You know, and kind of everything that encompasses his current life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the way he lives and his values and everything like that, and how they coincide with the music. So Rodney's a phenomenal keyboard player. Like, the guy,
multi-talented.
Yeah, he's like multifaceted.
Yeah,
like, he's
still
amazing.
I love when I see producers, anyone in production, kind of being able to get with the instruments as well. Like, it's cool to make beats, and it's cool to kind of like, you know, do all your computer stuff, but it's like, it's nothing like being able to play the guitar or piano or some kind of instrument to kind of add to that music that you're producing and you're making for these artists. Exactly. So Roddy, what was another one for you?
Work with Trinidad James.
Okay, how was that?
That was cool.
Because he was a ball of energy at one point.
Yeah, he is. He's actually like super mellow.
Okay.
Like super mellow.
That's what happens. It's usually the ones who have like all this energy in their music, and they have these huge music personas, but then in real life you're like, no, I'm just chill. You know.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, okay.
Yeah, exactly. Trinidad James is like I was expecting him to be like, you know, above and beyond in terms of personality.
Yeah.
It's just this like, he's scaled back. He's like quiet. Like,
you thought he was gonna be like a designer.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you know,
because designers, you know, all the way live.
First, yeah. But he's super cool. I work with
Smoke Perp. I'm not familiar. I feel like I should know these things, but I don't know who Smoke Perp is. You have to break down that a little bit for me.
SoundCloud sensation.
Okay.
I should say. Like in that, his friend is Lil Pump.
Oh.
They're like best friends.
That's like the new age.
Yeah.
See, I I gotta get into new age more.
He's like that new age artist.
I have two little brothers, and they probably could tell me every song. Yeah. They're so into SoundCloud. I'm an Apple Music girl.
No,
I know. You know.
No, shout out to Apple though.
Apple is. I mean, it's just for me. It's like the older I get, I've always been a music head, so it's like I don't know though. It's a huge disconnect with these mumble rappers and just this new era of rap that I'm not saying I don't respect them, but I haven't given them the time that I probably should have. I didn't get familiar with I think it's how you say it, XXX Tentacion. I think until he passed, and I felt bad about that because I heard his album and was obsessed. I don't know how you felt from a production side of thing. Like I was like, oh, what is going on? This album is amazing. Like he had like this punk rock, heavy metal, rap, sad, dark kind of feel, but such a vibrant soul, such a good message, and you can tell he was overcoming a lot, and I think that's important, and I think that's something we spoke on before too about overcoming depression, anxiety, and so his album was just like so I was like, man, I gotta give these new age rappers a different listen, or entertainers even so, because I'm like, if he sounds like that, I had to wait till he passed, unfortunately, God rest his soul, but it's just like, wow, I gotta get these, these new SoundCloud and these underground artists and these colorful hair artists, just give them a chance.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so what's another artist that maybe someone who's someone I'm familiar with?
I mean, Mac Wilds.
Okay. Right. Mac, how is it working with Mac Wilds?
Mac is amazing.
He, first of all, so I met him in person a couple times, and he's been nothing but like the sweetest human being ever. And it's like I was mentioning to him earlier, I was just saying like how funny it is to have, this guy go from being known as like this actor into trying to be taken serious as a singer, and not only trying, he is like his last album, which you worked on, by the way, is amazing. Like I love it. After Hours was pretty dope. The short series that was on Tidal, so shout out to Tidal, was also great. So I mean, I knew some people that were in that, and one of my faves, Julito, he was in there, who was also on The Wire with Mac growing up. So I mean, how was that experience though? Like, what was it like working with him?
Mac is he's a good soul.
Yeah, he seems genuine.
He's a genuine guy. Yeah. He's like super understanding, but like super talented into his music, into his craft. Yeah. So like
those are good ones to work with.
Yeah, and he's funny too. So Mac is he's a good person.
He seems like a bit of a ladies' man, which I'm sure his album sounds like he's a ladies' man. All right, so we have Mac Wilds. Okay, let me ask you a question. You're from Canada. You're from Toronto.
I'm from Toronto. Yeah.
All right, so if you don't know, I'm gonna drop this on you. I am the biggest Drake stan out there. Like everyone who knows me knows I'm obsessed with Drake. There's nothing anyone can do about it. So I am his biggest fan. And so, have you had an opportunity to work with Drake?
Not yet.
Not yet. Is this a dream?
Oh yeah.
Of course.
Oh yeah. I mean, being from Toronto, Drake shaped the way that the city was viewed. And he put it on the map.
mean, next to Justin Bieber. He came before Justin. He put it on the map.
Yeah, he put it on the map.
He's kind of, I mean, we got who we have out of Toronto right now. Well, even just Canada, we have Drake, we have Division, which, so we have his rap, his list of artists. We have under OVO, we have Division, we have Majid Jordan, we had my favorite Roy Woods. I love Roy Woods. I actually went to see him live, and he's dope. Who else we have under his? Party, of course.
Party's amazing.
Have you worked with any of those any of those artists?
I've met Party in
LA.
My mentor was actually one of his producers.
Wow, amazing.
Division, funny enough, I won't say his real name, but I don't know if it's still classified. But I used to do I actually did a showcase called Love Always R&B with Division back in Toronto when we were all like just kind of like unknown.
Yeah. Look at that. Yeah. So watch when you actually produce music for them. It's not like another full circle moment.
It's gonna be a full circle moment.
I feel as if when you can't talk about Canada at all if you don't drop The Weeknd. Is he someone that's on your radar to work with?
Yes. I've met him when I was in university.
Wow.
Yeah, I met a lot of people. I met him when I was in university, and funny enough, my homegirl Michaela, she took me out to Queen Street East, or West actually.
Yeah.
And she was just like, look, you gotta meet this guy.
Yeah.
Right. We were all standing in line for some kind of concert, and he was there. And at the time, we had BlackBerry Messenger. Yeah. Right. So we added each other's BlackBerry Messenger, and just like checking out, like periodically.
Wow, BBM.
Yeah, BBM.
Oh, I remember BBM. Yeah. Good old days right there.
Yep.
Innocence. You just you put a little subliminal message with your. Then you keep going. I remember those days. So I feel like, I mean, not like hearing like you've had your level of success that you want to, and you're climbing, and I know it because I've seen, even in the short amount of time that I've known you since I moved to New York City, I was like kind of been watching you on the social media tip, kind of like, okay, he's doing his thing over there, and so it's been great. Like, what kind of advice would you give to those people who like want to get into the music industry, whether they're an artist or they want to be behind the scenes as a production or songwriting? Like, what kind of advice like would you give to those people, even like that are not in the major cities like LA or New York, like someone that's living in Buffalo, New York, or someone who's sitting at home in like Atlanta? Like, what piece of advice would you give to them to kind of get to like continue to climb?
Craft first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Break that down for me.
So to me, this is craft first.
Okay.
There's a lot of times where I feel like you have to make sure that your own music is undisputably amazing. Right?
So like, just don't be in a rush.
Don't be in a rush. There's a lot of people like with too much of a haste to make a name, or to get on.
Yeah, that's right? Social media. It's rushing everyone. It's rushing the process that may have 10 years ago been more of a kind of slow, steady pace of like, let me perfect my craft. And now you see everyone saying, let me produce something really fast or curate something really fast. So, okay, I can appreciate that first piece of advice. What was the next?
I mean, knowing that your timing is everything, because we don't know exactly how things are going to work out, just that it does work out if you're persistent and dedicated, right? There's a lot of times where I didn't see the end result, and I was just like hammering away, this and that, things went left, things went up, things went down.
Yeah.
But then I understood why it had to happen that way afterwards.
Right.
And in the moment I didn't see any of that, right? But you need that entire process in order to appreciate the progress that you make. You know what I mean? So to me, don't be in a rush. Treat every situation with grace, dignity, respect. Respect your own self, respect your process, respect your affirmations, respect the things that you've been affirming into your life.
Yeah.
And that these things are eventually going to happen in full circle. There's always a full circle moment for everybody if they allow themselves to be open to that, to be vulnerable, and to go through ups and downs to get to that moment.
Right. I mean, I think, like, not even just music industry. I think that advice kind of is just a universal kind of thing. Like, that's universal advice for people. It don't matter what industry you're trying to get into, especially anything that involves social media of any sort, or branding, or entrepreneurship. That advice kind of stands for all of us, and we can all take something from that. And I think that just as millennials and what is it, Generation Z, the ones after us, if we're monsters, what the hell is Generation Z gonna be? Because all they know is technology.
That's it.
We got to see life a little bit before technology. And they don't know anything, so they're definitely in a rush. Like, even my 13-year-old brother's just in a rush to get to the next thing. He wants to be the flyest. He wants to be. He's so like concerned about what's going on the outside, and I'm just like, I want him to be the best human being that he can be. And I think that that's more important to me now at 27 than it was maybe even 2 years ago at 25, because I'm like, with any industry you get into, you have to be good within. Like, your soul has to be good. Like, you have to have some type of balance. It doesn't mean that you need to be super religious or spiritual. It's just finding that balance and finding that space of being okay with everything happening in your life, because you can get all of these accolades and continue to, your career can just be booming, but that's why we see so many suicides in the industry.
Yes.
And just overall, not even just in the industry, because people are not good. Like, career, you can have it popping, but I'm telling you, if you're not good within, it's really no point of it all. So I think that's pretty dope. That advice definitely, like I said, it just kind of is a universal thing. Now, to finish it all off, we need to know what do we have to look for from you? Like, what that you can tell us?
Yeah, there's a lot I can't say, but
that's just me. He has great things going on, by the way. But what can you tell us?
I can say that the plaques are going to be on the wall soon.
Yay!
I can say that. Yeah.
And guess what? I did his interview before he got there. Shout out to Issa Networking Across. Yeah, no, I'm excited. I mean, even though it's a bunch you can't tell us, that just means that amazing things are happening. You got some good stuff brewing up, and I'm a firm believer in, like, keep your stuff to yourself until it's time to blow, because it's you can't just jump on telling everybody yo next move. That's you can't. Exactly. So thank you again for sitting here and speaking to me. So this was Conversations with Kay, guys, and it's just a dream to kind of sit here and get to talk to people in the industry that I love and entertainment, but also get to talk to human beings who have something that they're going for in life. So it was amazing to sit down and talk to you, and thanks guys for tuning in.
See you guys.